Welcome back to the InherAlchemist TV. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look into MARTELL HOLT versus Carlos King of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Before we go any further, please smash that like button, like this video for me. Make sure you're subscribed and that you have your notification bells on. I'm gonna jump right into this reading, believe it or not. I don't have that much to say, so let's just go ahead and get it started. So I have Martell at the top, and then I have Carlos at the bottom, and then I pulled the card for the overall energy, and then we'll clarify as we go. So the overall energy is the devil card. So the devil usually represents a Capricorn. I also have the King of Pentacles. So I think this is like Capricorn energy, right? So what that tells me is that Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, because I have the Hierophant as well. So I don't know if they're both earth signs, but this seems like a battle of wills, or a battle of the ego, or a battle even of being like, I don't want to say stubbornness, but more so digging your heels in, but not necessarily for the wrong or right reasons. Now, there's definitely a lot that's hidden, that's moving beneath the background, a lot of betrayal, a lot of deceit, and we're going to try to uncover what some of that may be about. Now, Martell seems to have made some type of move that was strictly out of arrogance and pride. You know what I mean? I'm showing that he had like a temporary lapse of judgment, where he got into some type of frenzy, like I said, about a betrayal. It looks like with this High Priestess and this Ten of Swords, some type of betrayal was revealed to him, and instead of him being able to keep a cool head about it, it looks like he got, like, I don't want to say emotional. I don't know, emotional kind of sounds like you're undermining somebody's issues. People are going to be emotional when they're affected, especially as human beings. But this is something where a person was like kind of hyper vigilant or hyper reactive to something. And, like I said, I believe this was because some type of backstabbing or a secret betrayal happened with this High Priestess and this Ten of Swords. Now, the High Priestess, she is about keeping secrets. So there is a woman that was keeping some type of secrets or pulled some type of move. But I remember way back when I did Melody's video, I said that she, on her revenge plot video, I said that she was going to be manipulating two men to go at each other and have a fight, and that it may be physical, that it may end up physical. So I said, watch out, if two men have a fight, I promise you she's behind it. Now, I'm not saying that she represents the High Priestess, but I am getting that energy off of her. Like, I'm getting that energy like she's kind of like watching things play out with like a snide look on her face, almost like a smirk, you know what I mean, where she feels like, yes, this plan is like kind of like unfolding the way that I thought it would, but I'm not quite there. But the reason why she can't quite get there is because Martell is affected, and so he's kind of acting not necessarily out of character, but he seems to be going off script in some type of way. And so she's having to kind of lean on her resources and get some type of hidden information in order to keep pulling these puppet strings. You know what I mean? So I don't know if she's in the fold with Carlos, or they have a secret against Martell, or she's trying to get information about Martell through Carlos, so that she makes sure that she's having an effect on him in the right way. You know what I mean? Now, for the most part, I feel like she has, like, I don't know, she seems like she has a little bit of empathy towards Martell, believe it or not. I don't know if she feels sorry for him because that's her kid's father, but I don't know. I feel like even though she's kind of like smirking on the outside, inside, I don't feel like she's entirely gloating about this distress that he's in. And he's definitely in distress with this Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords is about a heavy betrayal, but it's also about a sense of victimhood and victimization. Like somebody not necessarily not wanting to take accountability for their actions, but not even seeing themselves as acting any type of way because they feel like they're on the receiving end. They feel like they're in the mouth of the alligator, they're in the belly of the beast, and they have it in their mind that they're not doing anything. Like, I'm just the goat. Oh, another Capricorn energy. I'm looking at a goat in this spread. The devil card is a Capricorn. Capricorn is a goat. So with this arrogance though of this sun card in reverse, I could also see how Martell in his head thinks he's the goat. Now when you think you're the goat, that's the greatest of all time. So my thing is, you must be more calculating than what you're leading us to believe, and there must be something else that you're manipulating or have going on, because I also have him as the King of Pentacles and the Magician in reverse. The King of Pentacles is a boss. The Magician is in reverse though, is a manipulating ass person. But with the King of Pentacles energy, they're not manipulating for no reason. They're moving things around to get some type of outcome that has to do with money, or has to do with stability, or has to do with their place and position in this world. This is not for naught. You see what I'm saying? So it could be that. Now, like I said, with this Ten of Swords though, I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe there was some information. Maybe he dropped the ball. Again, with this High Priestess, it looks like a woman holds the key to some important piece of information that could have kept him from misstepping. But that pride, that arrogance mixed with that hypervigilant, because you caught up in your feelings, because you think you know something, but there's something that you missed, something that you forgot, something that is remiss, that didn't really catch your eye. And it looks like you was too quick on the draw. Now there's some type of loss that Martell is experiencing. I don't know. I feel like it's something that he can't escape though. It's like, I don't know. I feel like he's been crying. You know what I mean? I feel like he feels empty inside, a little desolate with this Ten of Swords. But again, I feel like it's also leaning on victimhood, but he also feels like he's in a chokehold. I show that he's even cried to a friend, like leaning on literal shoulders. Now, I don't know if this person or another person, or he's crying to someone that he considers a friend, and they might even be kind of like standing up for him, or like nursing him as they speak on his behalf towards somebody. And then I feel like Carlos is like stiff arming him. I don't know if Carlos is afraid of him, but I feel like Carlos with his energy also gets like a charge from Martell's breakdown, because Carlos has the Four of Wands, but the Four of Wands is about like celebratory energy. What I'm getting from it is that he's getting some type of emotional charge from Martell's expression. I would call it homoerotic, but I feel like that would be a little bit too cliche, because it's obviously that I wasn't going to say it's obvious that we're dealing with fruitcakes, but to call something homoerotic when you're dealing with a visibly gay man, it's like, duh. So I didn't want to be typical, but I feel like he's getting his rocks off of pushing Martell, or playing a push-pull game with him. With this Hierophant card, I feel like it's also a need for acknowledgement of Martell to play by the rules. And Carlos is saying like, you're going to have to respect something. You know, but I mean, listen, it's a man on man type of situation. That's why a lot of men don't go to church, because they can't respect the authority of other men. So I don't see Martell as bending to the establishment per se, or bowing down to the rules. But it's not because he's not capable. It's because, one, he feels like there's secrets and hidden information, so he feels like he's not a part of the fold, which is making him furious, because he can't plan his steps properly. And then now his Magician is in reverse. Magician upright is about will and power. In reverse, it's about manipulation for power. But the reason why you're manipulating for power is because you're powerless. Because he doesn't know everything and he doesn't have all the details, he feels powerless. And that's what's making him flash. But at the same time, it's still due to your arrogance and your pride. Because pride will it should let you know that at times you are going to be powerless. It doesn't make you worthless, or it doesn't mean that things can't be done or things won't happen. But for him, that's the way he feels. He feels completely powerless because of the secrets information. Carlos and Melody, if they are in this together, or if this High Priestess is representing her, they have secret information. I don't know if this is about Martell's finances. I have the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles in Carlos's role. Now, the secret information, it could represent a harvest time for these two, and a time of being left out in the cold with a mistress for Martell. Now, we know he has a mistress, but the Five of Pentacles is about a mistress too. But it's also about being outside of the establishment. It's about being outside of the circle of trust. But again, I feel like Carlos gets some type of satisfaction from this. Now, with this devil energy, with this high priestess energy, with this satisfaction energy, I would not doubt that Carlos and Melody have it's not even so much a plot, but it is. They've definitely conspired to make this man lose his shit. That's a fact. But the reason why he lost his shit or was even vulnerable to a conspiracy was because of his pride and his ego and his own manipulation. So some people might even call it some type of backfire, because there's something that he wants out of it too. I'm going to clarify and see what that is. But again, it's more like it's more like it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. He just did not win this one. You know what I mean? And instead of him taking the L and holding it, I feel like he just kind of like got emotional and considers himself the victim. But really, he was playing too. And that's the problem with people. When they start the game and they start losing the game, then they act like a victim of the game instead of a participant or player of the game. Martell was very much in the game too, especially with this King of Pentacles and this Magician in reverse. He was trying it. You know what I mean? Magician in reverse. This is somebody who like is like, first of all, a fraud. You know what I mean? But this is somebody that's also given to psychological manipulation for a capital gain with this King of Pentacles. You know what I mean? Because he, in his mind, he does think that he is the boss, but he also feels that he is a mastermind. King of Pentacles and Magician in reverse. This person feels that they are the smartest person in the room. He feels like he is a genius mastermind. And he probably is when the facts are laid out in front of him. But when there's people that are moving in silence, you know, people say we move in silence, which is what I'm showing is happening with Melody and Carlos with this High Priestess and the Hierophant. This is a natural pair. These two could be like peas in a pod. They think the same way. They're out for the same shit. This is Taurus energy. But they know how to keep their damn mouth shut. You know what I mean? And I feel like he fell right into the trap. You know what I mean? Now, with this Five of Pentacles, though, like I said, that could represent being left out in the cold, right? I'm getting, I don't know why, though. I'm not going to say I'm getting like trolling energy, but I feel it's not a trolling energy. It's just a sense of satisfaction that Carlos is deriving from the energy off of Martell. I almost feel like it's narcissistic supply for Carlos. I don't know if it's like I said, some type of erotica or homoerotica where he gets off on subduing, I don't want to say a more masculine man, because Martell, I've seen his spreads before. He's not masculine. In this spread, he's masculine. But I've seen his feminine energy in other spreads. But maybe that's what Carlos gets off of, is putting him in that feminine energy. I think that Carlos is attracted to Martell. And I don't want to say that negatively, but I'm going to say that if he had an ideal boyfriend physically, it would be Martell. Now, I'm not going to say that Melody needs to watch out for Carlos. I'm saying that Carlos is linking up with Melody is not necessarily just for her and him feeling like she's a victim. It's also to play like a homoerotic game of like flirtation with Martell. I feel like he's like hazing him or like giving him love taps. You know what I mean? And I feel like he gets like a gratification or something like out of seeing him like maybe talk to him. Like, I don't know, he likes it. If Martell came with like that strong ass powerful energy and didn't back down, he would have more of a secure spot on the show than if he were to let Carlos run things. That's not what Carlos is looking for. Carlos is looking for the challenge when it comes to men. Because I think he feels like he's in that position with the Hierophant. He's not in that position because of his energy or because of who he is as a man. He's in that position because of the rules. You know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, you've worked hard, you've become the boss. I'm looking at the Hierophant right now. Hierophant is about establishment. It's about understanding the order of things, right? It's about, I'm the teacher, you're the student. So from this vantage point, or from this position, even though it's not entirely earned through like a hyper masculinity or a masculinity, I feel like he does like to toy with the boys. I'm just gonna say it to you like that. And I don't mean any stigmas. I don't mean any biases or anything towards gay people. But listen, if you dealing with gay people, you got to tell the truth about them when you read the cards too. It's not all rainbows and shit like that. Like, they have their own agendas, pathologies, traumas, all kind of shit going on. Carlos definitely has a shadow side. I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles in his. That's why I said, sometimes I'm just so amazed. That's why I said I was getting troll energy. But I felt like, okay, no, it's not trolling. It's just him getting a satisfaction. But he's getting a satisfaction off of trolling Martell through this homoerotic game of let me pull your masculinity out of you. I would not be surprised if Carlos was like literally getting off. I think Carlos likes Martell. Hallelujah. Listen, it's some love tap. Listen. Carlos is having the time of his life. He's playing some type of joke or game with Martell. It's some type of prank going on. And Martell is flowing right into it. They are trolling this man. And he gonna end up fucking himself over with his... That is some devilish shit. Like, y'all need to grow up. They need to stop. They need to stop. Literally they're not doing anything to this man but driving him fucking absolutely insane. But Carlos and Melody are doing it for two different reasons. But both of them is doing it because that's their man. I'm fucking gagged. Wait a minute. So this nigga likes him? Oh, hell no. Y'all, listen, mark my words. Mark my words. Wow. Now, Carlos, listen, I'm getting like a waiting energy out of him. Now, what is he waiting for? I don't know. I feel like he's waiting for like, I don't know. There's another, oh, wow. So wait, Carlos might even want to, wait, he wants to dump Melody? Hold on. I showed Carlos is waiting for his next star. Wow. Okay, so he's just having fun and trolling Martell with Melody for fun, but really he's waiting for his next star. Wow. So he's waiting for the next leading lady. Carlos is a player. He's a pump and dump. He's pumping and dumping these reality stars. His mind is focused on the next big thing. He may be idle right now, stirring a pot, having a little fun because it is fun. I think he has a crush on Martell. Him and Mel got some little petty secrets together. It's easy. But he's actually, there's another woman coming. He's waiting. There's another star coming and she's about to bring the fire. She's gorgeous. Who is this person? Okay, there's somebody else coming in, you guys. Carlos is waiting for somebody else to come in. Definitely. I think he's going to be introducing another woman into the fold to do a test on somebody. Like, I don't know. He's about to run a test. He's a puppet master. He needs to stop. This is not cool. Like, why are you playing with people's emotions and shit like this? Carlos is a trip. But I understand it. It's not necessarily the devil is here, but I'm not getting malicious. I'm getting homoerotic. I don't know how else to say it. He's waiting for another woman. There's another woman coming, y'all. It's gonna be another leading lady, y'all. Who is this though? Is she married? Is she from the South? She might be real popular. I think she got some big hair. She's brown skin. I don't know, y'all. It's another woman coming in. I don't know if he's already in the talks with her. I feel like he's kind of trying to court her a little bit. but he's moving real slow because he's trying to look into her. I don't know if he's looking into her background or her history. I'm looking at the Hermit card and this Eight of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. But for some reason, I'm looking at this Hermit card and this Eight of Pentacles as him looking into this person's background. Maybe he's scouting or he's recruiting or he has his eyes on someone. Melody is not even a leading lady. I'm not even saying that she was, but that's not his meal ticket. That's just something to do. He has something bigger lined up. But he's observing. There's somebody like that's in an observation process. She could be a Leo, a Aries, or a Sagittarius, the Queen of Wands. With this Five of Wands and this Hermit card and the Eight of Pentacles, he's observing this person. There's gonna, I feel like this person is going to shake shit up. What? Wait a minute. This person is in somebody's. Wait a minute. Is this a? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I know. Wait a minute. He's bringing in somebody to create a lot of confusion, and this is in somebody's relationship, y'all. Carlos is being childish. He's being childish. Oh, there's a man too. Okay, so there's another couple coming in. Okay, you guys, there's another couple coming in. This is a couple. Okay, he's watching this couple. There's some couple that's coming in to test things or to shake up the status quo, but he's like, I don't know if he's running background checks or he got his eye on them, but he's got to like look into them a little further. But that's what he's focused on. He's focused on this new couple that's coming in. I got the Fool card and a whole nother couple. Definitely. He's working on hooking them in to something else. He has something else going on. I don't even think this situation with Martell, this is fine and dandy. Like I said, I think it's more so some play shit that he's doing with Melody or for Melody, or just something that they laugh about and high five about. This is not that serious to them. Even though I do think he has a crush on Martell because he is playing like a homoerotic type of way with him. Like gay boys play with straight boys, but he has bigger fish to fry. There's a whole nother couple or there's a whole nother business. There's a whole nother situation, y'all, that he is working towards or working on, that he's paying attention to. He's running some type of test on them. Like I said, he's observing them, looking into their background. I don't know who this is, but that's where he's at with it outside of the situation between him and Martell. Anyways, you guys, listen, let me know how this measures up to what you're hearing in the streets. I don't know. Let me know. I'll be working on Kiki and Melody as soon as I get done reshuffling and saging this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. And I'll see you guys on the next one.